Okay, today we'll be answering questions and past questions of further math of this AQA level A2 certificate in further mathematics. And this paper will be discussing some of the solutions of the past questions. All right, we have these questions here. We're solving a GCE question. So look at it. It's a little bit trickish, but it is fine. We can solve this one. All right, for this, this is the first question, number one. How to solve this number one, what you will do first of all is to balance it out with 1, and then you cross multiply. Since we are asked to calculate the value of m, so this will be the same thing as y. Since it is multiplication here, we'll add the powers, which will be 6 plus 1, and then this will be all over y raised to the power of 4 equals to y raised to the power of m. So in this case here, we'll deal with this one first of all. So this will give us definitely y to the power of 7 minus, this is to the power of 7 minus this one is 4, and then equal to y to the power of m. So by implication, this will be y to the power of 3 equals y raised to the power of m. By corresponding, then we can conclude that m is equal to 3, and the correct option is 3. All right, going to the next one. The next question here is to calculate the value of n. So to calculate the values n here, we still applicable the same thing. Since the powers are the same, the base are the same, we add the powers. So this will be a raised to the power of n plus 5, or equals to a to the power of 5. So now we relate this one. This will cancel this. Then we have n plus 5 is equal to 5. We collect like terms, so this will be n equal to 5 minus this will be minus 5, and therefore our answer n is equal to 0. So n in this case is equal to 0. Now the 1c of that question also is related to indices. So since it's related to indices, we also solve that in that form. So this one, solving in this, we have c to the power of 5 in bracket to the power of p, and then this will be equal to c to the power of 2 in bracket to the power of 6. So what you do in this case is to multiply the powers. When this will be c, then 5 times this 5p equal to this time this will give us c to the power of 12. Now by corresponding, we have this will cancel this. Then we have 5p equal to 12. We divide both sides. We divide both sides by 5. Divide both sides by 5. This will cancel this one, leaving the answer in fraction. This is 12 to the power of 5, or this will be equals to 2 to the power of 2 all over 2 over 5. So this is how we solve these simple GCE questions. I will go to the next one. So in the next question here that we have, what we'll do here primarily is to find the value of x from this. So to find the value of x in this question here, this will be the same thing as we cube both sides. That is, this will be the cube of let me bring this is 7x minus 13 in bracket. This is cube. Then we cube this equals to 2 to the power of 3. So this will kick out this one. We are left with 7x minus 13 equals to 2 times 2 times 2, and then 2 times 2 times 2, definitely that will be 8. So this will be 7x minus 13 equal to 8. We collect like terms. So when we collect like terms, this will be 7x equal to 8 plus 13, and then this will give us the same thing as 21. So when we divide both sides by 7, that will be 21 divided by 7, and then we have 3. So the answer here is 3. So this has actually fun. If you're solving this kind of question on GCE, this is how you tackle it step by step. So the next question here is for us to also calculate the value of a and b, and to do this one, it will also be by correspondence, since this is equivalent. So this time this will have this to be the same thing as 6ax minus 3a, and then this time this will give us plus 4ax, and then this time this will give us plus 20, that's 20 equal to 60x plus b. And then in this case, this and this are the same. So when we sum it, it will give us 10ax. Then this will be minus 3. This will be 3a, and then we will have this to be the same thing as plus 20, all equals to 60x plus b, yeah, plus b. Now by correspondent, this particular one, this particular one, it's a constant, so we relate the coefficients. The coefficient of x, here is 10a, yeah, 10a equals to 60. We take that one as equation 1, and then the whole of this, which is minus. Okay, let me tackle this one. So let's solve this particular one first. We divide both sides by 10. So when we divide both sides by 10, we'll have a equal to 60 divided by 10, and we have this to be 6. Or also, when we equate the constants to this, we will have this to be the same thing as minus 3, yeah, minus 3a plus 20 equal to b. So by implication, we have the value of a to be 6, so then we'll have this to be minus 3, yes, minus 3 in bracket 6 in bracket plus 6, all equal to, this will be the same thing as b. So now, sorry, this is 20, now this is minus 18 plus 20 equal to b. So in this case here, we'll have this plus this will give us 2 equals to b. So therefore a is 6, sorry, and then this is also 3. So this is how you solve this GCSE questions for the maths. It's actually pretty simple and fun. All right, let's go to the next one. So in this case, we have ABC is a straight line with a b to ratio bc a equals to 5 or 5 to ratio 2. So in solving this question, we are asked to calculate the coordinate of C. Now to calculate the coordinate of C, we first of all find the midpoint of A and B. So the midpoint of AB midpoint will be equal to, open bracket, we subtract this from this, so this will be 5 minus 3 comma, and then we have 5.5 minus 7 close bracket, so this will give us the same thing as this will be 2, or okay, comma, and then when we subtract this 2, let's see that one. Okay, when we subtract this one, and definitely we have this to be minus 1.5. all right, so I haven't gotten this minus 1.5. Definitely we will need to calculate the other one. Okay, right, so what will happen is this: we take this ratio, and the ratio is where we have a b to ratio b c is equal to 5 to ratio 2. Now this is the same thing as a b over b c equal to 5 over 2. Let's make bc the subject of formula. So bc definitely will be the same thing as 2 all over 5, and then a b, and that will be bc equal to 2 over 5 in bracket. ab is what we've calculated, the midpoint. Then this will be 2 comma 1.5 in bracket. So when we multiply that bc, it's definitely gonna be this would be 4 over 5, and then comma, this time this is same thing as 6, sorry 2 times 6, then over 10, right? 2 over 10. So we have this as the midpoint for b. Now in order to calculate the midpoint, or the point c, to calculate point c, in this case point c will be an addition. So at c it will be the same thing as we will add this point and also this point. So definitely point c will be in bracket 4 plus 5, that is 5 plus 4 all over 5, comma, then this will be the same thing as 5.5, which is 5.5 plus 6 over 10, close the bracket. So in this case, this we will multiply, then this time this is 25 plus this one 29 over 5 in bracket, comma. So this also, it's 55 plus 6. 55 plus 6 is definitely going to be 61 all over 10. So this in bracket. We can decide to reduce this one to we can reduce it to decimal place, which will be, when you divide this, that would be 5.8 in bracket, comma, this is 6.1 as the point at C. So here is 5.8 and then this place 6.1. Okay, we proceed with the next question. The next question is a differentiation question from calculus. So before we was to solve this one, we have to find dy dx. So dy dx will be the same thing. We bring this one down, 10 times 2x to the power of 10 minus 1, and this will be minus 3 x to the power of minus 2, and then minus 1 times minus 2. So by implication, this will be the same thing as 20x to the power of 9 minus, this will be minus times minus will be plus, then this is 6x to the power of minus 3, yeah, to the power of minus 3. So we can write this one in a form of 20x to the power of 9 and then plus 6 all over x to the power of 3 as the answer. Yeah, so let's solve the next question here. The next question